So we're going to be doing our pop art triptych portraits. You should have 3 portraits open. Here are my 3. And again, they're the same. I'm wearing the same thing. It's generally the same lighting. And I'm making different faces. None of them attractive, but they're all there. You're going to be using the selection tool first. And you want to unlock your background. And you're going to loosely select your face. And for some reason, it goes kind of slow. And see how it's going over the side, so I'll have to fix that. Don't worry too much about getting the perfect hair selection. Just make sure you have it all. I'm going to go a little bit back in on some of this. So here's my hair. On the side here, I want to make it a minus and kind of come tighter onto the head. Maybe get rid of this weird little bump in my hair here. Yeah, maybe not. All right, and I'm going to come back here. I'm just going to come in like that. It's fine if it's not the most perfect selection in the world. Like some of my hair on the outside here is kind of funky. That's okay. And then I want to apply a filter to it. So you're going to go to the menu that says filter up top, and you're going to go to filter gallery. And I want to go to Sumi E. Okay, and then I want to go here and say fit in view, and you can play with the stroke pressure, the stroke width, the contrast a little bit, and see you want a lot of contrast and a lot of little lines like I have. Let me make my stroke width a little shorter. All right, I'm going to apply this. Okay, and then I'm going to add a black and white on top of it, and then I want a brightness and contrast as well. So on this little guy down here, you want to make that menu go up a little half circle, and then apply brightness and contrast and black and white. Okay, so my brightness and contrast, I am going to bump up my brightness and my contrast. So it's very like high contrast, sort of black and white, cartoony looking. I want to be able to still see the lines. Look a little crazy. All right. Then I'm going to go back down to my layer 0, and I'm going to load my selection again. Why is it doing that? Oh, because it's in this one. Never mind. Deselect, Command D. It made like a clipping mask here. So go to that one. Select, load selection. Okay, there we go. So there's this little selection mask that it made here because it was above it. That's fine, as long as your selection is loaded before you merge it. So merge visible, we still want the selection loaded. We don't want to have to do it again. All right, then I'm going to create a new document, file new. I want to make it inches, not pixels. And I want to make it 300 pixels per inch. That's printing quality. I'm going to make my width, which is across, 20. Actually, no, I'm going to make it 30, sorry. 30 for the width and 11 for the height. You can always crop it if it doesn't work well. I'd rather make it longer than necessary to begin with, and then you can crop it if it doesn't work well. You want to make sure the background contents are white, and again, 300 pixels per inch. Say okay. And then I'm going to go back to this picture that I did, first one. I'm going to cut it, edit, cut. And then go back here, and then I'm going to Command V to paste it. You're going to transform it so it fits nicely. See how my shoulders are cut off here? I want it to be right against the edge. So Command T. And I'm going to move myself over towards the edge here, and I'm going to lock it right up here and make it just a little bit bigger. Okay, and press return. All good. All right, I'm going to do that same thing where I select myself. Wow. And I'm going to bring that back down because I did too much. I really don't like this weird bumpy thing in my hair. That's not having a good hair day, apparently. All right, so I like that selection. Oh wait, I want to get my earring all the way in there. And I got some weirdness in my hair. It's really okay if it's not super perfect. I am going to apply a black and white And then I am going to, oh wait, no, sorry. Duh. What did I do wrong? All right, I'm not going to apply black and white. I'm gonna put my filter on first. Sorry, guys. You're gonna go to, don't go up here to filter gallery. It'll just it'll do what it did last time, and you wanna make sure that you look at every picture differently. Again, go to fit in view or fit on screen, either one. Sumi E looks good. I think this is a pretty good selection, so I'm gonna say okay. And then I'm gonna make it black and white. And then I'm gonna add a brightness and contrast and bump up my brightness and bump up my contrast. And then it makes it look very like cartoony, drawing-y. Again, you're gonna go to your black and white where the clipping mask is and say select, load selection, say okay. I'm going to cut it, so. When you cut it, make sure you're in the background. There we go. Go back to this one, say Command Y, undo. This is not a very good, because I didn't merge them. Hers, all right, load selection. Sorry, before you cut it, merge your visible layers. There we go. But you want to make sure that selection is loaded before you merge them. If you merge it and then try to load the selection, it'll just load the whole picture. All right, now I'm going to cut it. So Command X is cut, and Command V is paste. I want to transform myself. I want to transform myself so my shoulders kind of line up. So Command T, again, lock it right here. And it's going to make my head a little bit bigger in this one. I don't really love that, so I'm going to scoop myself up a little bit. And the announcements are coming on. All right, press return, and then you're going to do it for your last one. So again, I am using my selection tool, selecting my crazy face here. Make sure I'm getting my earring, which is typically. All right, and then I went a little bit over here.
Today's little known Black History quote, if there is no struggle, there is no progress.
All right, and then I'm going to apply my filter. So filter gallery, Sumi E. I want to fit in view or fit on screen, either one. I like that, so I'm going to say okay. I am going to apply a black and white and a brightness and contrast. Bump up my brightness. Bump up my contrast a little bit, not too much. All right. You are going to go back. Remember, load your selection before you merge them. So load selection. Okay. And then merge visible. Boom. Command X. Command V. Command T. And again, I'm going to kind of adjust myself so my shoulders are similar. Make sure that you, maybe I'll make this one a little bit bigger. Okay, that's good enough for now. So I'm going to crop it a little bit because I'm a little long on the end here, and that's fine. You want to go right up to the edge. Okay. And then you're going to merge just these top three. So make your background invisible. Merge visible here. So make sure the eyeball. So now these three, if I went to move them, they move as one layer. Okay. I want to then say select color range. Click image, and then click on a very black part of your image. So like my hair right here, and then say okay. And for some reason, it doesn't show the last picture, but it truly is selected. It always does this, and I can't figure out why, but it's fine. It's selected. And then you're going to paint within it. So I'm going to pick my first color to paint. I'm going to make my first one red. I'm going to make my opacity like 40, and it is. And I'm going to start painting over my selection here. And I only want to paint within like my first self, maybe into the second self just a little bit. I kind of want them to blend. Okay, and then maybe I'll pick blue for my second one and start painting into my second self here. And I kind of see how it makes the purple in the middle, kind of blends them, make colors that will blend nicely together. And then for my last one, maybe I'll pick yellow, make my primary colors there, say okay. And now I'm going to paint over my last self here. The yellow, you might have to go over it a few times because it's such a light color going over the black. And blend it back in, and it should make a little greenish through there. Okay. And then press Command D for deselect, and these all should go nicely together. Make your background visible again. Go into your background and pick what you'd like for your background color. I recommend that you use kind of a gray version of whatever, like one of yours that you did. So I'm going to use that. It's kind of a poopy green. All right, maybe that. And then use your paint bucket tool and make sure you're in the black background and click the background. I have to click over here too. Okay, so then that brings that all together. You want to merge all of it when you're done, and then save it as a JPEG and turn it in. So if you have any questions about it, again, you're using the filter Sumi E, and it's really important to load your selection before you merge the layers. Okay, that's it.